Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk about a wide range of new beauty products that I have discovered that are amazing, and I want to share them with you guys. This video doesn't really have any kind of rhyme or reason. I know people always do like themed videos like the best over $20 or the best under $5, and when I just find good stuff, I just want to tell you. So that's what I'm going to do. If that's something you're interested in watching, then you're in the right place. We're about to get into it.
I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf.
Okay guys, so I have to say probably one of the biggest questions that I get from you guys on Instagram in the comment section, you guys always talk about my hair. For whatever reason, a lot of people really like my hair, and number one, I have a great stylist, so hands down to her. She is amazing, and I always love cuts that she does because they have a lot of movement in them. She works in big layers, which makes sure that you have a lot of movement in the hair. But there are a couple of products out there that I wanted to recommend to you guys because these products are really transformative type products. Like, these are the kind of products that you put in your hair, and then after you dry your hair, you're like, oh my gosh, my hair is so soft, it's so bouncy, why didn't I know about this before? Those are the products we're going to talk about. So the first product is actually a product that I've heard about before, because when I go and get my hair colored at the salon, because yes, there are a lot of grays underneath here. When I have been colored before at the salon by my stylist, she always put something in my hair called olaplex. That was a bonding agent to help any kind of damaged hair. And I'd always heard about it in salons. Well, when it came available on Sephora, I was shocked, and I talked to my stylist about it, and she was like, absolutely, get it, follow the directions, you will love it. And she is not wrong. If you deal with dry hair, especially going into the winter months, and you use a lot of heat on your hair, I use a lot of heat on my hair. I shampoo, condition, and heat style my hair every day. It's very rare that I go a day and that whole routine doesn't happen. So my hair goes through a lot, and what I do is use Olaplex, the #3 hair perfector, and you can get this at Sephora, and it comes in 3.3 fluid ounces. I'll give you guys a close-up of it here so you can actually see the bottle. The light is reflecting off of it, so I know it's hard for you guys to see it, but I'll give you a close-up of it here. And again, it's just a small little bottle, but you guys, you don't need a lot. This is something that you should only use once a week. If you have really damaged hair, you can use it 2 to 3 times per week. You are supposed to apply it to damp towel dried hair. So the way I do it is I wet my entire head. I just turn it upside down in the sink, and I wet my entire head. Then I wrap it up in a towel, and I get it nice and dried with the towel as much as I can. I don't want to be able to go like this and still wring water out of my hair. So you want to get it nice and towel dried. Then I take a comb and I brush through my towel dried hair, and then you take a generous amount of this. It doesn't have to, you don't have to like dunk your whole head in it. I will just, you know, put a bloop in my hands and I'll rub it together, and then I will start working it through my hair. Now, I tend to really focus on my ends because that's where a lot of my damage but you can work it all the way from scalp to tip if you want to. If all of your hair is damaged, you can do that. I tend to only focus on the ends of my hair. I do it once a week because mine isn't. This is really good for people that have like chemically damaged hair, but even if you just have heat damage like I do, mechanical damage from like curling irons or just being rough on your hair with a hairbrush causes a lot of broken ends and just a lot of breakage to happen. This is really good for that. So I focus on the ends and then I clip it up, and you just leave it on for about 10-15 minutes, and then I hop in the shower, and then I shampoo and condition my hair as normal, and then you get out and just style your hair as normal. And when I tell you that this is transformational, you will notice immediately that your hair is shiny and bouncy and very smooth, and you will love it. It's definitely worth the investment for me, especially going into the winter months. This product is amazing. Now, Olaplex itself was actually developed by two of the top PhDs in material and chemical science. They got together and they built this compound called Olaplex. It is proprietary. They do have a patent on it, and they own this ingredient. It only was available in salons for a very long time, but they took that active ingredient that's in the Olaplex Pro that's in the salons, and they've included that ingredient in this line of products that they decided to bring to the everyday consumer. They have an Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, but I only use this, which is again the #3 hair perfector. And again, this is for 3 main things. This is going to be addressing damaged and compromised hair, strengthening and protecting your hair structure, and restoring a healthy appearance and a very healthy texture to your hair. So this is absolutely Erika recommended. If you guys have never tried this, definitely get your hands on that. Sephora carries it. It's amazing. All right, now the next 2 products I'm going to talk to you about are by a company called ColorWow. And if you've never tried either one of these products, then you're definitely missing out. The first one is called their Dream Coat, and it comes in a bottle that looks like this. They call this the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray, and it really is. Okay, so number 1, if you live anywhere where humidity is an issue, this is going to be your best friend. It basically like waterproofs each strand of your hair and makes it immune to humidity, which in and of itself is amazing. But in addition to that, what it does is it transforms the texture of your hair into this silky, smooth, soft beautifulness. And it does it without weighing your hair down or without feeling like you've put product in your hair. Your hair feels light and it feels natural, and it doesn't feel like you've put any product in your hair. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves with product, is that I don't want to feel in my hair like I've put product in my hair. This stuff is, I will not be without it. This stuff is amazing. And what you do with this is, when you get out of the shower, so after you've shampooed, conditioned, and you've towel dried your hair, you take this and you just spray it all over your hair. Again, with this, I tend to focus on like from here down, just because that's where I need most of my smoothness, but you can honestly douse your whole head in this. It would be fine. You just spray your whole head with it, and I take it section by section, and I start, you know, just on the sides, and then I go in the back and all the way around, and then I take a brush and I brush it through just to make sure that it's good and it's worked in, and then just style your hair as normal. Trust me, you will thank me after you use this for the first time. It is one of those wow moments when you use this product and then you blow dry your hair. You really are like, wow, oh my gosh. And as soon as like this is out, I just ran out and I just got online and ordered another bottle. So this size is $28 if I'm not mistaken, but they also have a giant size, which is 500 milliliters, and that one is $58. The $28 size is 200 milliliters. So this is $28, or you can get the big one, which is the one I ordered, for a little bit more for $58, and trust me, it is worth it. Even if you just want to keep it and use it on nights where you're going out and you just want that little extra shine and beautiful silkiness to your hair, then that is a go-to product. It is amazing. So this next product is also by ColorWow, and I have an issue with volume. So my hair likes to just be really flat, straight, like a pancake up against my head. If I don't do something to lift my roots, then I don't have any volume in my hair, and that is tragic. So I have struggled for a really long time to find products that will boost and give me volume and not feel that residue that mousses leave behind, spray and gels leave behind. They'll either have that weird like texture in there that you can feel, or they'll be hard and crunchy like when you dry them, you know what I'm saying? Or, worst of all, they'll last for about 30 minutes and then your hair is flat as a pancake again, like an hour after you've blown dry. And I've been disappointed by every volumizing product out there until I found this one by, again, ColorWow. And this is their Raise the Root, and this is called their Thicken and Lift Spray. Again, I use this when my hair is damp, and it's like a spray, and I focus this directly on my roots when my hair is wet. And I'll go everywhere that I want a lot of volume. So I'll put a lot on the crown of my head, up here, on the sides here, the sides right next to my temples. And then I'll just really work it in, and then flip my head upside down and blow my hair dry with my hair upside down. And this volume will last me all day long. It never goes away. I enjoy this nice boost while all my hair is until I shampoo it again. It is amazing stuff, and it's very lightweight. It does not have any kind of texture to it, and it lasts a really long time. So for me, that's a win-win. And this is $24, and ColorWow also has like free shipping if you spend more than 30 bucks on their site. So if you get this and like one other product, I would suggest this one. You get free shipping, and then I think they even have like a 30% off coupon for your first time ordering, so you can definitely save some money. Just check around out there when you get on their website. They usually will have a ticker across the top of their website that says, you know, if this is your first time here, then we can give you 20% off. Yeah, I think it is. If you like enter your email, they'll send you a 20% off coupon. So it's definitely worth it. It's amazing. I live and die by this stuff. I travel with it everywhere that I go. I won't be without it. It is fantastic. So that is the hair care section. It's definitely worth it. All those products are Erika approved. You guys need to check them out. Alright guys, now rolling into beauty, let's talk about these bad boys. So for those of you guys that have never heard of Kaja Cosmetics, this is actually really cool how this came about. So Mimibox, which is a Korean retailer, they partnered with Sephora, and between Mimibox and Sephora, they created a K-beauty line called Kaja, which is Korean for let's go, I believe. Now, altogether at the launch, the brand itself has like 47 products, and they range anywhere from $12 all the way up to $24. So it's kind of like right in that middle range as far as price is concerned. But I wanted to try two particular things from this brand. I'm going to explore the brand a little bit further, but I wanted to start with this, and this is their under eye brightener and their concealer. I'd heard really good things about both of these products, and I wanted to share them with you because they really are amazing. First, let's start with Catnap. Now, that is the name of this brightener. It's called Catnap. And the reason they called it Catnap is because it's basically a peach-toned brightener that's supposed to give you the appearance of having a full night's sleep. And it just brightens the under eyes, and it gets rid of dark circles, and it's beautiful. And I put a layer of this on before I put my concealer on, and I'll show you guys application here. So again, this is a very buildable formula, and it works to color correct dark circles so you appear wide awake and ready to take on your day. It can be used alone or under a concealer for a brightening effect, and that's the way I like to use it, is under concealer, because I really like the way that this gives me that kind of brightening effect. And it is very subtle. It's not really high coverage. That's really not what it's meant for. It's just a gorgeous formula that doesn't crease. It stays put. It lasts all day long, and it looks beautiful under their concealer. And you get a good amount of product in here as well. The product only retails for $19. It is a gorgeous formula. I love the teal and the kind of white frosted glass look. It's very kind of chic. The doe foot applicator on these is a little unique as well. They're very thin and very long, so it fits in the tear trough really, really well. But I'm going to show you guys a swatch of this just so that you can kind of get a good idea of the tone of this. It is this kind of peachy pink tone, which is why it does such a good job of hiding dark circles. So it's just this peachy pink kind of tone, and it melts beautifully into the skin. It is the most beautiful formula. It's creaseless, it smooths out any texture that you have underneath the eye, and it does a great job of brightening. And if you have dark circles, that peachy tone that's right there is perfect. It's like the perfect tone for dark circles or discoloration that you have underneath the eyes. I love this product. So that brings me next to the concealer. Now the concealer from Kaja is called Don't Settle. Haha. And it doesn't settle in to any fine lines or wrinkles that you have underneath the eyes. It is a light as air formula, and it's gorgeous. This is also $19. Now it comes in 12 different shades, and unlike most K-beauty brands, this actually has a great range. It starts from very fair and goes all the way to really deep dark. Now I got the medium shade. This is number 6. It's medium with neutral undertones. It's called Boba Tea, if I'm not mistaken. But again, it has that same kind of doe foot applicator. And I'll give you guys a close-up of the actual application process here. So again, this is a buildable light to medium coverage. It's a creaseless concealer that has a very, very light as air feel to it. The liquid formula kind of melts into your skin. It filters out the look of blemishes, dark circles without caking up or creasing on you, and it gives you a very natural looking finish. Now they say that this has light fix technology in it that provides maximum coverage with an ultra lightweight feel to it, which is why it feels like you really don't have anything on underneath the eyes. And I like that, because some concealers, especially ones that we look to correct dark circles, they can be really heavy in pigment, and they give you that feeling that you have something underneath the eyes. And this is very, very lightweight, but it does the job. It's a beautiful concealer, and these two together are like heaven. Now I'll show you just a swatch of this number 6, just so that you can kind of see the tone, because I know sometimes looking online doesn't always give you a great picture. But this is number 6, and it's just kind of a medium neutral shade. It's perfect for me, and it just does a great job of canceling out my dark circles. And if I put that brightener on underneath it, it's absolutely beautiful. And I love the fact that it's creaseless. For me, that is just a win-win, because it really doesn't settle into any of my fine lines, and I have a lot of texture underneath my eyes, so finding one that doesn't settle into my fine lines is a little bit of a chore. But when you name your concealer Don't Settle, the expectations are pretty high, and mine were, but it met my expectations. I love these two products together. They're absolutely Erika approved. If you guys haven't checked them out, definitely check them out. Alright guys, and then last but not least, let's talk about this. So this is the Naked Cherry palette by Urban Decay. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with the Naked palettes. I don't like them. I don't like any of the original Naked palettes. I know that's kind of a controversial statement. Some of them are people's first palettes ever. The first Naked palette, if I had $1 for every time I've heard, oh, that was my first palette, and that's how I fell in love with eyeshadow. I get it. It was a staple. A lot of people used it. I hated the formula. I didn't like any of the original Naked Urban Decay palettes until this bad boy came out. When this palette came out, I fell in love with the Naked Heat formula. It is decidedly different than the Naked series. It was a standout, stand-alone product, and I loved it. It is well loved. I still use it to this day. It is one of my favorite palettes. This was a home run. When this came out, I was like, okay, we're going to get back to the whole Naked thing. I'm not going to like this. This is definitely a fluke and is probably never going to happen again. So I really just kind of wrote this palette off until my sister came over and was like, what do you mean you haven't tried it? It's amazing. And I was a little hesitant, was like, okay, let me pick it up. I'll try it. And you guys, it really is good. I actually am wearing it on my eyes tonight just so that you guys could see the look that I created using this particular palette. I am going to, you know, if you've got the Naked Heat, the packaging is all very similar. It comes with a double-sided brush. So you have like this little pencil brush here on the end, and then it has a nice size kind of crease brush here. That's actually really good for getting in there and getting some really good crease work done. So the brush is actually something that I wouldn't just toss like I normally would. This is actually a decent brush. But the palette itself, you guys, these colors, you know, initially I was like, that's a whole lot of purple. But the formula really is stunning. It really is a beautiful formula. I'm going to show you guys the swatches just so you can take a look at this and the color layout. So Urban Decay says that this is kind of 12 never before picked neutrals. So these are brand new shades for Urban Decay, and they have soft mattes, they have really nice metallics in here. They range all the way from like a creamy ivory and kind of those shimmering rose gold to the most intense kind of black cherry color there at the end. The mauve matte that's in here is gorgeous, and it is right on trend for this year. And I love Drunk Dial, which is a shimmering metallic burgundy in here that really does accentuate smoky looks really, really, really well. Now, not only are these shadows gorgeous, but they have amazing staying power. They don't flake, they don't fade. Each shade is made from a really, really kind of velvety texture type of formula, but not only does it have rich color, but the blendability is amazing. So it is kind of one of those that you can really get some kind of chill neutrals for everyday looks out of, or you can get some really sexy shimmers and some darker colors for like those nice nights out and those smoky eyes where you want to have more of a bold look at night. And then of course you get the dual-ended brush as well. It is the typical $49 price point for these palettes, so all of that stuff is pretty much in line with the rest of like the Naked palettes, so it isn't any more or any less. The packaging is actually kind of cute. It's got, you know, some cherries lined up here, and yeah, I mean, the packaging is whatever. It's what's inside that I'm really, really pretty impressed with. So if you're looking for a great fall palette, this is an excellent fall palette. And then, of course, the berries will also be great during the holiday season as well. Now, this reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Stars in Your Eyes palette, which is a limited edition palette. It's also a $75 palette. So if you didn't get a chance to pick that up, while the Stars in Your Eyes palette to me has a lot more of the oranges and the browns in it, it is fairly close to it. I mean, as far as some of the shades in here, you're definitely going to be able to pick up some dupes out of these two. But like I said, I think this one has like two or three orangey, rusty shades in here that the Naked Cherry doesn't have. So that's about the only palette that I can think of that really even comes close to what the Naked Cherry is offering. But as far as formula is concerned, it is a stunning formula. It blends out beautifully. It looks gorgeous on the eyes. If you have green or hazel eyes, a lot of these colors in here will do really, really well as far as making that green that's in your eyes really pop. And it's a beautiful formula. So they did it again. I was proved wrong. I think I like this one almost as much as this one. So if they keep going with this particular formula, they really might have something. So yeah, I absolutely love it. It's Erika approved. Definitely go get your hands on it. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me today. I know it was kind of a random potpourri of stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to have to wait and do, like, a focused video to bring you guys stuff. When I find good stuff, I just want to talk to you about it. So that's what we did today. If you're looking for any of these things, all the links will be in the description bar below. Oh, and another thing. I've had a lot of people in the comments asking me about, like, the different cardigans that I wear or the different shirts that I wear that have the thumb holes in them. And if that is something you're interested in, I will put it in the description below. I do love jerseys and cardigans and shirts that have thumb holes. For me, they're incredibly comfortable, and there's a lot of different retailers out there that have them, but there's not very many that have them and do them well. So there's a couple of companies that I have found that I really, really like what they have put together. CuddlDuds is the name of one that I really, really like. QVC sells them. Kohls also sells them. Penny sells them sometimes. Athleta is also a company that's owned by Gap that has beautiful wraps with the thumb holes in them and some cardigans with the thumb holes in them. But yeah, so a lot of different retailers like that, but they're out there, guys. Just look. So I'll put that in the description bar below as well, since I've had a lot of questions about that. And I think that's it for this one, guys. As always, if you're new here, welcome. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope everybody is very happy and very healthy. And I will see you guys in the next video.